Hi there.
Hello, my lovelies.
Her lovelies, yes.
Yeah, my lovelies, of course. No, I haven't been about. I'll just do this bit first and then we'll get on to what we're going to do. Well, it is Christmas Eve. And everybody will be busy. I know that. No, we are.
Very much so.
Very much. I haven't even prepped my veg yet. I've normally got that done, but that's one of my next jobs. Anyway, I haven't been around because I've been in bed a lot of the week, haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
And then I've had a whole debacle getting my meds, which I'll tell you about in a different vlog, and other things, haven't I?
Yes.
But we wanted to do a vlog that we could show basically some of our last bits about going to America. And we're going to show things that were like talking about our top 5.
Yeah, so what we had here is basically from our last trip was it 2018?
No, it was autumn time and then pandemic started in March.
So 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we when we came back from that, we did quite a few like wheelchair top 3s, wheelchair top 5s for rides, restaurants, things like that. Originally, they were posted to one of my old channels that's not around anymore, but we're about to be going back, and we thought some of you guys on Joanne's channel might like to see them.
Yeah, and also it'll let you see how I actually was 2 years ago and what's changed for me.
And then when we get back, we can do new ones and see what's changed. That hasn't changed.
Excuse me for yawning at you all.
Yep. Anything else before we let them enjoy the old stuff then?
No, so please take a look at the old stuff. And remember, when we do go in, this time next week we'll be at the airport.
We will.
At the hotel at the airport. But just enjoy, and then we will be vlogging while we're away and next week and things. So
Last note before we let you get into it then, we are going to use this same intro for all, I think, 9 of these videos.
and here's me saying it's Christmas Eve.
Well, yeah. So you will be seeing this a few times over the next few days, but the videos are going to be different, so just remember that bit and skip over this on the next videos, I guess. All right. Enjoy.
Right, he had a last note. I've got a last note.
Oh, don't enjoy yet then.
Might not make it to New Year. I've got a last note. Yes, I do hope you enjoy taking a look.
Good afternoon, or morning or evening, depending on when you're watching this.
Afternoon for us.
Afternoon for us, yes. Today, we actually want to start on a set of videos regarding our top choices at Disney World. Now, in some cases, it'll be a top 5. In some cases, it'll be a top 3, just kind of depending on what it is and what we think kind of is best for us. Something that's worth pointing out is that all of our choices here are wheelchair accessible. So if you find there are some rides that you might think of as top attractions that are not listed, It may very well be that either we have not been on them or they are not accessible so that we have not been able to go on them. So what we want to start out with is our top 3 rides in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, this was hard.
This was very hard because there's a lot of...
really struggled.
Yeah. So what we want to do is let's start out by giving our number 3.
Okay, and I don't know what his top 3 are because he wouldn't tell me. So this will be new to me. Right.
Go ahead.
Number 3 for me, Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain, one of the big 3, a large coaster in the parks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, even though we did have to ride it twice.
Yeah, I'm going to say just be aware of that. If you're someone like me that cannot walk at all, you will ride Big Thunder Mountain twice.
Yes.
When we got on the ride and she said it will be a round trip, I said to him, I think we're going twice, and he said, no, we're not. So, I mean, it's an advantage if you've waited a long time to get on it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the fast pass, but just be aware
definitely.
of that.
Definitely. And our dog's going to drive us mad throughout this entire video, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Alright, I will go ahead and say my number 3 is not Big Thunder Mountain, but my number 3 is Jungle Cruise.
Really?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Why?
In part because I love dad jokes.
You see,
I absolutely love kind of, not even necessarily the ride itself, but kind of the tone of the ride, the kind of playful
they're just
banter
so
and
bad.
the jokes that are so bad they're good. Yeah, I love them.
Okay.
I can't get enough of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously not in Joanne's top 3.
No.
So let's move on then to number 2.
Is it me first?
Well, you want me to do my number 2 first?
No, I'll do mine.
Okay, go ahead.
I think yours is the same as
You're
mine.
looking over at my thing now. You're cheating.
Haunted Mansion.
And I will go ahead and actually say yes, my number 2 is also Haunted Mansion.
Because I just love it. It's easy for me to get onto. They call them June buggies, don't they? The ride round it.
So just in regards to access, it is normally a omnimover, so it normally does not stop moving.
They stop it.
They bring you into the exit area, they stop the conveyor, they let you pull straight up to it, it's transferring from one seat to the other. Easy as can be.
I never mentioned how easy it was on Big Thunder Mountain. It was
Not as easy.
not as easy.
It's a transfer, it's a couple steps down, and then it's a couple steps up to get off.
Yeah.
As far as just transferring, you have to do it in a couple stages. You can't do it all in one go.
No.
All right. And then, in the Magic Kingdom, number 1 favorite ride.
I can't believe you've got that as yours.
You see,
Really?
you're supposed to be giving me your choices, and instead you're looking at my
That's
list.
because you got value for money. Right, okay. Mine is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Seven Dwarfs, very popular ride, long queues.
Yeah,
if you don't have a
fast
fast
pass,
pass. Also, if you don't have a fast pass.
If you don't.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I really like the theming of it. I like the inside bit with all the gems and stuff. See, sparkly. I'm a bit of a typical girly like that. But I really enjoyed it. But I have to say, I mean, obviously you transfer out the chair and it's a bit like getting on any coaster, I suppose, if you're, access-wise. But I will say this top 3 was really very hard for me. I struggled with sorting out my top 3 because to me, these could all be number 1. I mean, I did love Big Thunder Mountain. I loved it so much.
Yeah, and something that I think is worth mentioning is that even for myself, I loved Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's not my number 1. It's not in my top 3. I loved the ride. I thought it was an amazing ride. And if I was a smaller person, it may have well been my number one. My reasoning for not having Seven Dwarfs in my top three is that rather than having a lap bar that comes across both people in the vehicle, you have an individual lap bar that comes up and around your legs and then onto you. And with the size of the coaster and the size of my legs, mine just barely fit in the mechanism, and as such, by the end of the ride, my legs were nearly numb. And that is the one and only reason which knocked it out of my top
Yeah, but
three.
you tried it again.
Probably, but I mean, it's having to be aware of the fact that I think to me it detracted a bit from my ride experience because I was not comfortable in the seat.
Right.
Had I been more comfortable in the seat, I would have enjoyed the ride more, and it would be more likely to be in my top three.
Okay.
Now, my number one ride, smiling because she's already been cheating off my sheet, we have already talked about. It's Big Thunder Mountain.
And I can't believe that's your number one.
I really did enjoy it, and I think I may not have enjoyed it as much.
If you hadn't been round twice.
Well, no, I was actually going to say, if I had not been on Seven Dwarfs before I went on Big Thunder, I don't think I actually would have enjoyed it as much.
Why?
Because having been uncomfortable on Seven Dwarfs made me realize just how well the vehicle that you're in on Big Thunder is done. The fact that it was a lot more comfortable, the fact that it was easier to get in and out, the fact that it was a lot better ride experience
It is a good ride.
than Seven Dwarfs.
You know it is.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a pity because Seven Dwarfs is a newer ride that they didn't learn from what they had already done right on Big Thunder. So it's a little bit of a shame that Seven Dwarfs was not the ride I would have hoped it was. Like I said, thematically, I loved it. The ride itself was great, but if you're a bigger person, it's just not suitable, and that's a real shame. And I know some people say, "Oh, well, it's the kiddie coaster. It's the first big coaster. It's made for a younger audience." But part of the thing,
there's a lot of adults get on it.
yeah, exactly. And part of the thing I love about Disney is that it is for kids of all ages. They tend to make things that on a whole work for everyone. And unfortunately, in a couple cases, now we've not been on it, but I've heard that Space Mountain is also not a great ride if you're bigger.
Maybe if you are a bigger person and you have tried Space Mountain, you could leave a comment.
Yeah, definitely leave a comment below. Let us know. It's one we have not made an attempt at yet. But yeah, so there we go. Our top 3 Magic Kingdom rides. Now we are going to break this series into a few different videos, but we are going to record them fairly quickly, one after the other. So by all means, stay tuned. Check out the rest of the videos that will be in this playlist, and we'll be bringing you some more top 3s in the very near future.
Yeah.
Till then, have a great day.
Bye. I'll speak for us both. Yeah. Okay. Hope you enjoyed seeing that little snippet of us a couple of years ago. And lovelies, I will say, wherever you are in this world, take care of yourselves really well, and hug the ones you love tight, and tell them you love them, because I love yous all, and if I could hug yous, I would. So my lovely people, until the next vlog, hopefully soon, take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.